Stick 'em up, SEO Moz readers. It's another edition of Whiteboard Friday. Today I wanted to talk about Google's supplemental index, or supplemental hell, as some Forbes reporters like to call it. That guy from Forbes, it was interesting. He gave me a call, I don't know, probably a month ago, maybe more, in putting together this story. Maybe it was only a few weeks, but so he calls up and he kind of asks, do you have any supplemental hell horror stories about your clients losing all their rankings or being put into the supplemental index and dying? And I sort of played down the fear of it, played down the drama of being in supplemental, because supplemental is really not all that bad, and that's what I want to talk about today. And of course, the reporter proceeded to call up folks until he found people who supported his storyline, which I think, sadly, is maybe how a lot of reporting operates. It makes me doubt the journalistic field a little bit. It's hard to come back and have faith in that. But in any case, today let's talk a little bit about Google's Supplemental Index and why it's not so bad if you see some pages in Supplemental. Okay, so here we go. Here's Google Spider. And they crawl some high PR pages. I'm almost loath to even say PR. Some high link juice pages, some mountain pages, some mid juice pages, and some low juice pages, and then some no juice pages. Some low juice pages and a lot of no juice type of pages wind up in the supplemental index. This can be seen as, oh God, I'm in hell, and I'm really worried about my site, but really it's not as disconcerting as you might think. Okay, so here's some of the characteristics. The supplemental index results often appear when you click search again with the omitted results included, right? That link sits at the bottom of search things. And then you see, oh my gosh, I have all these pages in supplemental. So oftentimes you'll do like a cite command, like cite:/seomoz.org, and then it says, there's only 100 pages, and then repeat the search with the results, omitted results included. And you click that and you see like 50,000 results, and you think, oh God, I have 49,900 pages in supplemental. Often it comes from, a lot of pages that don't have a ton of link juice, and not a lot of external link juice, not a lot of internal flow of link juice. Maybe you just don't have enough juice to pass around. So even though you are linking internally heavily to some of these pages, they're not getting the kinds of flow that you would want. And often also, and this can be an alternate problem, it might have content or a title and meta description that is, in Google's words, very similar to other content, right? So if it's very similar to content that they've seen before, then they might be putting you in supplemental. I know there was a complaint a lot of people had results into the supplemental index because literally they just had meta descriptions and title tags that were exactly the same. So, time to reveal a shocking secret. Oftentimes, pages in the supplemental hell will still outrank their competition that's not in supplemental. So really, I advise you not to think that much about supplemental and worry about your rank and your traffic and not about which index it's necessarily showing you in. I think that so many people pay so much attention to what they see in Google when the results say supplemental index, or when you see it when you repeat a search. It's not that big a deal, folks. Watch your traffic, watch your rank. If you start to see those slipping and sliding, that's when you should be concerned. Just because you see some things in supplemental doesn't necessarily mean that you have a problem. One caveat to that, if you see a lot of stuff sliding into supplemental, I might start just looking around. But if you just have a normal site that's a few thousand pages and a few hundred of those or half of those are in the supplemental index, but they're still ranking well, they're still competitive, they're still bringing you traffic, not that big a deal. Alrighty, folks, take care. We'll see you next Friday.
It's my desire.